Okay, basically we came up with the ideas by doing a big brainstorm. We started off thinking of an idea which would be dramatic and sort of something that we could relate to as a year group, considering that was our audience. We decided on a love triangle, which is why our preliminary task is called Triangle. We wanted it to be a boy and two girls, but because it was just the beginning of the film, we decided to just include one of the most important parts of what would be our film, which was the moment where one girl tells her best friend, who is the boy, that she loves him. Our script, we came up together and we decided that we wanted it to be very simple because we wanted to focus more on the camera and sort of interesting shots and things like that. Our script was very short, but that's how we wanted it.
The place, we wanted to keep it simple but at the same time interesting so we can keep the tension between the characters. So we wanted it somewhere where it's a bit darker. So we picked the Curiosity coffee shop, but we also had a backup plan if it didn't work to do it at Costa, but thankfully it worked there. And the lighting and everything was just right for our film. We had a few problems when we were filming due to the fact that there was people there and they were getting in the way of the shots. There was also some music which was quite interfering with what was happening and it wasn't really going with it, but we managed to cover that up in our main film. What we could have done better is we could have probably picked somewhere where it wasn't as busy, so the main focus would have been on our main characters, and somewhere where there wouldn't be so many distractions. And yeah. Another thing that we could have done better is the shot where she turns to leave. It's one of the most important shots and we sort of got their backs to it. We didn't really get a good angle of that shot, so we could have possibly filmed that in a better way as it's one of the most important parts of the story.
The reason we chose the actors that we did is because they worked well together and we'd seen them work together on other things before, and things like their height and stuff like that looked well on camera together, and they were really comfortable, so we were able to get the shoot done fairly quickly and they worked quite efficiently. We had trouble where we started editing our project, but then we tried to save our work and Premiere sort of did something that we didn't know what happened, but we managed to find it again, so it was all okay. And we had a bit of trouble trying to work out the audio in the editing process because some of it was a lot quieter, but we were able to do that just by increasing the audio gain. We also had trouble where we realised that we wanted to use bits of dialogue from two different takes, but the positioning of the actors was slightly different, so we had to sort of work around that, but we managed to make it seem as fluid as we could.